Okay guys, hey listen, when I was up in Northeast Expo, I had a guy, 603 disc dies, created this for me, a special request. He had some great firebirds. He created a fire technique to it. And I said, hey, how about a FireBerg? And he said, man, I hate that I like that so much. I'm gonna have to give you credit. So he did a custom die job. He gave me a FireBerg. Well, I bought it. But I said, okay, every FireBerg you sell from now on, I get a penny from every one of them. So I need at least 100 of y'all to go buy one from him so I can get $1. Because, you know, then I guess this video would become a sponsored video. Anyway, so I'm just gonna have some fun. Scheduling wise, I think I'm gonna try to have Tuesdays kind of be a fun play around, throwing Tuesdays maybe, something like that, where I'm gonna play around. And then Thursdays, I'm gonna try to have more of a training, teaching kind of focus most of the time. And so today, I'm out here after lunch, before lunch, during lunch, I don't know what I'm doing. This is my lunchtime, so I'm out here and I'm just gonna do a quick round, try out my new Berg X. It's going in the bag as my approach disc, one of my approach discs, and I'm really excited about it, so I'm gonna take you along with me. Another big shout out to 603 Disc Dies. Make sure you check it out. I'll give you him a link, and let's go throw some discs. Okay, so we're gonna play the blue shorts because it's a Berg X after all. I don't need to go along with this. And so hopefully my knees will hold out. For some reason, Ultimate on Friday and just getting old, my knees are giving me a little trouble today, so we're gonna see what we can do, but it will not be a running round. Maybe a little ambling here and there, maybe a little traipsing and gallivanting later, but other than that, I'm just gonna take it kind of easy and bring you along with me. I've shared with before, I'm gonna probably have to hold this disc here every time I throw, just because it seems like that's where it needs to go now that I've got this die job on it. 2 off the first. Pulled my butt muscle a little bit. Oh, by the way, it'll get better after the first hole is usually the longest one. It'll get faster after this. A couple things. If you watched my last one with the Pixel, I went home and checked my pants, and that pair of pants, for some reason, same pants I wear, I have a bunch of them, they were like 1.5 inches shorter than all the rest. It was a fluke mess up in quality control or whatever. So I'm not crazy. Those pants were shorter. So anyway, I know y'all were really worried about that, but let's get back to playing. It may hit the hill and roll. We shall find out. I thought the hill was going to bop it down a little bit, but must have caught that little tree. Oh, FireBerg X is stable. I forget, I'm throwing it like a regular Berg. Gotta remember, it's more stable. That's what the X is for. Plus, I'm straight out of the car, and so if you've watched my stuff, when I'm not warmed up, I drop that shoulder and throw to the left. It's funny, I'm running into more and more guys that are athletes in other sports, and they keep having that same problem. In so many other sports, you're dropping into your shot, in your backhand or baseball. You're dropping into it instead of coming through it. So anyway, that's my excuse. I'm sticking with it. I will not be running this. Oh, it still tried to slide. These leaves in this hill, it's like linoleum. All right, I could take the normal way. Let's go urban assault. Did you ever watch The Price is Right? I feel like the mountain climber guy. I'm yodeling in my head. Join me. All right, this is one of the few holes where the blue basket is actually farther than the yellow basket. So one of the things you'll find out about the Berg and the Berg X, at least in my small brain theory, it doesn't want to make that initial move as much. It fights that initial snap. So even though I'm trying to throw it anhyzer, it wants to straighten out pretty quickly. And so then it pulls to the left harder at the end. Or I just threw it like crap. It just felt like it was fighting my anhyzer, like I was pushing against the current, if that makes any kind of sense. I have to look at the footage to see my release angle, but I felt like I got a decent anhyzer and it did nothing to it. One of the things I found out doing disc AI at the conferences, where you think your body is and where you're actually throwing a lot of times, not the same thing. Interesting. Oh God. I was trying to slide it up there, but that's what you get for trying to do the spread out, hold the camera, do a little something special. I hate when I do crap like that. All right, now I gotta make a death putt. Ooh, can you see my shadow? All right, here we go. All right. That was all CGI, fake, total fake. This burger's on fire. I'm sorry. It happens. But now it's so stuck in my head. All right, where are you hiding? Oh, wow. I pushed long. I had to get a bounce or something. Poop. This is not a fun shot. I really should have put the camera down, but it's so sloped over there. I'll take the par. Poop. All right, I finally aimed right enough to not go in the road. So it rained all day yesterday, but the beauty of the elevation of Inverness is most of the course right after the rain is playable. You get some swampy, the low-lying areas, but for the most part, it's great even right after, sometimes even during the rain. So it's nice to have because it rained all day yesterday and you can't even really tell out here except for a couple spots. And I can tell I'm getting the cotton in my mouth, so I'm starting to, Guys, whenever you get a new disc, go out and play a one disc round with it. It'll get you up to speed with that disc a lot faster than throwing it every couple times you go out and play or go out in the field. But I like having to play specific shots that you're not normally doing with the disc. That's why I love one disc rounds, to get to know a disc. And now I can't breathe because I walked up the hill. I swear I tried to put that on anhyzer, failed. So I'm trying out my new setup with a Pocket 3 on a selfie stick and a little ball head tripod. I think I like it a lot. It's lightweight, packs up real condensed, but I got to put it through its paces, see how it does. Once I feel like, yeah, this is a good setup that I want to keep going with it, I'll show you everything I've got. But I'm liking it so far. Interesting. I got the nose up on that, expecting it to climb and then fall over, and it just held it. It went straight. I'm wondering if there's wind coming down the hill. It's actually a windy day here, which is unusual for Inverness. Even when it's windy other places, this tends to not get a lot of wind. But yeah, I can feel something coming over the hill because I've been struggling with that Berg falling out, fading too hard to the left, and it never faded. It just went straight right down the middle. So there was some funkiness going on there. Yeah. So let's face it, I'm really just looking at the approaches, not as much the putting, but still need to be getting dialed in on how to use this for that mid-range approach slash putt. But isn't it pretty? This burger's on fire. This burger's on fire. Yeah, Robbie, I know how much you love the Berg. Suck it. So, Robbie and I at the expo, it was like two feuding couples over. See, I love the pig, but Robbie does not like the Berg at all. And so that was our running theme. We actually had factions come up to us, and there'd be the Berg faction and the pig faction. It was a lot of fun. But so Robbie, suck it. Ooh, I forgot the blue one was straight on this one. Ooh, tight one. All right, I'm gonna go up and around, hopefully. Oh, tree! It was heading towards the basket. Now, I think it might have been a little hot and would have slid by the basket, but that was a nice shot. I liked it. And I caught one of those trees coming down the hill and just held it up top. So now I've got a wonderful death putt. Oh yeah, I think I should go for it. Do you? Don't you guys? Look at that. That's perfect. Just hope I can get it to stop. Try to catch that tree. Those are sketchy and scary. All right, back up the hill. Give me a hop and a stop, please. Whew. Oh no. Look, there it is. That's disappointing. Oh, wow. That stinks, so close. So there goes my bogey-free round, but let's keep going. Let's face it, with a new disc, you need to learn the subtle feelings of the disc, how you're gonna hold it, how you're gonna toss it. We're doing the dance right now of where I'm starting to learn how this disc feels and how it responds to the different shots I'm trying to make with it. It's letting me know, yes, I will be happy to do this. No, not so much with that. And that's what you need to do. You need to know your discs and their quirks and their personalities. Better to have 5 discs that you know exactly what they do than 30 discs that you're kind of guessing on. I think we all play with too many discs a lot of the time. I threw the crap out of it hoping that it would get kind of a flare, skip, flip, and roll upside down backwards. I was playing the percentages knowing that if it didn't, it would hang up there. So give me a semi look at it, but if I'd gone high, it would just hit the hill and they just roll down. They could be 60 feet down the hill. Let's face it, certain discs just don't want to do certain shots. And that disc does not want to do a penetrating flip hyzer. I could have thrown a forehand, but my shoulder's been bothering me a lot. So I'm trying to avoid it if at all possible. That was a mighty toss there, boy. If you could have seen it. Sometimes your brain and your body just don't get together. What's sad about that creek back there being OB? It's really casual water unless it's playing a tournament or whatever, but we had so much rain yesterday, it was obviously surrounded by water. Just about any other time, that throw would have been fine.
Get off of it.
I'm messing up on the scoreable Berg holes. This is a hole I should be right under the basket. Oop. And I almost took out the camera. Well done, Pete. Well done. That would have sucked. It's still low, sad, and it hurt. Poop. Yeah, I'm trying to do some exercise and stuff to work on the shoulder. And it's in that sore phase. It's fine for the approach shots, but as soon as I have to give it some oomph, that's when I get in trouble. Awesome. Should I go for that little spot right there? Let's try that right there. Oh, poop. Got the tunnel. Yep. All right, Pete, let's make a shot. Come on now. There we go. Stable. I keep misjudging the stability of this thing. Now I gotta find it. I thought it was gonna be right up here. Did it? Awesome. This way or that way? I got it, thank you. Well, crap. Oh, there I am. Let's face it, I'm trying to hurry to get out of this guy's way. Thank you. So, of course, I got to finish the last two holes forehand. Wow. Interesting. Sometimes it's just holding. Yeah, I don't know. That one should have broken a lot earlier back to the right, and it just held. All right. I've just been giving away my birdie holes today. Final shot. Let's not throw it in the creek. Depends on the slide. Oh crap, I don't see it. So it hit right here, but I bet you it just threw it forward. Oh, I'm safe. Look at this. Wow. Nothing sketchy about that. Well, there you go, guys. I really do like the Berg X. I just got to get a little used to it, play some more rounds with it. Yeah, but thank you so much for coming along, and I hope to see you out on the course.